My girlfriend accused me of cheating, humiliated me on Facebook, and slept with another guy as revenge. Now she is begging for another chance, saying she was gaslighted by her new friends into believing that she deserves an upgrade. But I am done with her BS. My 28M ex, let's call her Jane, 27F, and I were together for 3 years. She's always been career driven and earns more than me, which has never been a problem. I don't earn very little, just less than her, so she covered rent, and I handled food and utilities. A few weeks ago, Jane started hanging out with a new group of friends she met through work. This is relevant later. I didn't know them that well. I noticed lately she was more distant and seemed distracted. I was busy with a new project at work, so I let it be. There was nothing huge that raised concerns. Last week, I came home from work, and Jane was screaming at me, accusing me of cheating on her. It was so out of left field that I almost laughed, but then I realized she was serious. She kept going, saying she had proof and calling me every name in the book. I asked her, calmly, what the hell she was talking about. I've never cheated on her, and I wasn't about to entertain baseless accusations. But she wouldn't listen. She just kept shouting over me, not giving me a chance to speak. She called me a soul sucker, which was something my abusive mom used to call me. Little backstory, I was the product of an affair, and when my mom's husband found out, he left her. She blamed me for it and made my life hell until I moved in with my grandparents. She used to call me soul sucker. These are not the exact words. I don't share this with anyone, but I told Jane about it because I trusted her. I didn't yell back. I told her, flat out, if this is how you're going to treat me, I'm done. Then I went to the bedroom, packed a bag, and left. She kept yelling as I walked out the door. I went to my friend, who lives nearby. I told him what happened. The next morning, my phone was blowing up. Mutual friends were messaging me, asking if it was true that I cheated on Jane. Turns out, she posted a Facebook status about how she caught me cheating, calling me a soul sucker in the post. She even included a fake screenshot of a conversation supposedly between me and one of her friends from her new friend group. Let's call her Amy. I've never spoken to Amy outside of the one time we were introduced. I showed the screenshot to my friend, and he immediately pointed out that it didn't match the way I text. It was obviously fake. But that didn't matter to the people reading her post. She played the victim perfectly, and her friends and even some of my acquaintances were eating it up. People, who were mostly from her new friend group, were calling her brave for standing up for herself and low-key trashing me in the comments. My friends who called me, I told them my side of the story, and they believed me, as far as I know. Then she updated her relationship status on Facebook to say she's in a relationship with some guy named John. Talk about moving on quickly, lol. Maybe she was projecting and cheating on me the whole time, who knows? I don't care anymore. So right now, I'm at my friend's apartment. I've blocked her on everything. I'm also looking for a new place to live. I'm keeping records of everything she's posted in case this escalates. Thanks for reading, Reddit. I just needed to get this out there. I was baffled by how someone you knew for years can turn out like this. Now, I'm focusing on myself and putting this behind me. Update. Hey Reddit, it's been a while since I posted about my situation. Honestly, I forgot about updating because life has been busy. But I was scrolling through here earlier and came across a post that reminded me of my post. So, I figured I'd give an update for those who remember my post. Shortly after I wrote the original post, Jane tried to contact me again. I had her blocked on everything, but she called my friend Kevin, whose place I stayed at after leaving her, and asked him to talk to me. She wanted to meet. At first, I told Kevin to tell her no, but she begged him to relay that she just wanted to explain herself at least once. I decided to meet and just get it over with. We met at a nearby cafe. She looked like she'd been through hell, crying, messy, the works. I told her to sit and talk because I wasn't there for a pity party. She started by apologizing. I told her to stop wasting time and get to the point. She admitted that her new friend group, especially 2 girls, Amy and let's call the other one Jenny, had been gaslighting her for months. They convinced her that I wasn't good enough for her. Apparently, they kept saying things like, "Why are you settling for him? You deserve someone much better," and yada yada. According to Jane, they created that fake screenshot of a conversation between me and Amy. They showed that screenshot to her and told her that Amy did this test to my loyalty, and I failed. Jane bought it because, according to her, she'd been gaslighted by them for months. Also, Amy and Jenny had been hyping up this guy John, who they claimed was perfect and an upgrade for Jane. He's a small business owner, and they told her that he was interested in her. She said that she started talking to him before our breakup, but nothing physical happened. After she kicked me out and broke up with me, she slept with John as a way to get revenge for the fake cheating she thought I had done. Things were going great until that point, but then she updated her Facebook relationship status to in a relationship with John. Turns out, John wasn't looking for a relationship. He told her he was only interested in hooking up and said he only went along with it because he hates cheaters and wanted to help her get revenge on me. The irony of this is laughable. Jane said she was devastated because she thought they were starting something serious. After things with John fell apart, she confronted Amy and Jenny. They had some back and forth. She claimed they downplayed everything, saying, "We just wanted the best for you, and we didn't mean to hurt Op." Jane said she realized how manipulative they'd been and cut ties with both of them. She deleted her Facebook posts, apologized to mutual friends for lying, and blocked all her friends from that new friend group on everything. Then, she came to me, asking for another chance. She swore this was the first time she'd done anything like this and begged me to believe she'd never let it happen again. She cried, apologized, and promised she'd communicate better going forward. I listened to her entire story, but my decision was made before I even walked into that cafe. I told her, "Look, I appreciate the apology, but this changes nothing. The moment you chose to believe them over me without a shred of proof was the moment we were done." I also told her, if they were badmouthing me for months, why were you still hanging out with them? Why didn't you come to me and told me about it? She didn't have a good answer for that. I told her I forgave her, so that she would leave. I made it clear that there was no chance of reconciliation. She cried a little more, but eventually left. That was the last time I saw or spoke to her. Now it's already been over a year. Life's been good. I've got a new apartment, and work has been going great. I've even started dating again. But I am being very, very careful this time about who to trust. So I guess thanks to Jane for my newly founded trust issues, Lamau. Anyway, thanks for reading.